Monday morning. How are you this morning? It is a holiday week. It's the end of the month. It is busy. I got to get her done. I'm not sure if I'm going to be here Friday or not. A lot of people are doing a 3-day weekend. I know my husband is. So I'm not sure if I'm going to come in early or if I'm going to be able to get it all done. So we will see how the week goes. It's the end of the month. Got all the invoicing to do, all the paperwork. Every month I say I'm going to be ready, and I'm partially ready. So I'm going to get all that done this morning and take care of some stuff around here, ready to take on today. It is supposed to be a hot, hot, hot week. I know I was at a swim meet this weekend. And it was just hot. I mean, I'm thankful for a hat, thankful for ponytails, but it was hot. Thankful for ice cold water. I don't know how my husband does it or anybody working out in the heat. Pray for them. Hydrate. Cut up some fruit for them because, like I said, it is a hot one out there. Supposed to hit 99 this week is what I heard. So that's a heat index of like 110. Yeah. So as you're going into this last couple days of the month and into the big 250th celebration of our nation, hydrate. Yep. And get your fruit out and just slip and slides and swimming pools and all the fun stuff to keep you cool and enjoy your family. I know we're having hamburgers, hot dogs, and sausage at our house. And then my daughter's making banana pudding and we're going to do some other stuff. So that will be fun. And the volleyball net will be out. A tent for sure. And I know I wish I had one of those misters in my yard, like you put around the tent that just mist you the whole time. I don't know why I think I should have one, but I feel like that would be something a Florida girl needs. How was your weekend? Like I said, I went to a swim meet and we went on the boat yesterday. The ocean was absolutely beautiful. I mean, beautiful. My favorite thing, if you know me, is I like to float in the ocean. Just turn the engine off and just float. And I just feel like it's a little bit of heaven. I do. I just really relax. Don't worry about anything. Awesome. I don't know what was going on with some birds, though. There was a whole section of birds. I don't know if they were trying to get some fish or something was going on in the water. But it was not near me. So I was like, okay, as long as it's not near me. All kinds of dolphins I saw. I love seeing the dolphins playing in the water. Just a great weekend. It was awesome. My husband did have to work because he moves everything up. That's why I get so confused. I love my husband, but he does confuse me because he moves all his properties up a day when there's a holiday, which is awesome and great. And I'm glad he gets to take a day off. But then in radio, I get confused on what day of the week it is. So pray for a girl this week as she's pulling off, like I said, the end of the month, beginning of the month, and all that fun stuff. What do you got planned for the 250th? Do you go watch fireworks? I don't really go watch the fireworks anymore. If I do, I just go down to the river, which is right by my house, maybe ride my e-bike or walk. I just don't like to get all in the traffic. Thousands of people trying to get out of a parking lot at the same time can steal my joy. Just let me tell you, it can steal my joy. And so I usually just like to go down the end of the park, or we can actually sit on our swing in our front porch and see the different fireworks go up. So we're very blessed. It is Tim's and my, what is that called? Engagement anniversary. Yes, he asked me to marry him on July 4th. So July 4th will always be a special day to me. I've been married lots and lots and lots of years and still love dating my husband. I do. I think it's very important that you date your mate. I think it's very important that you do life together. Some days aren't great. Some days are absolutely wonderful, but you push through them together and make a life together. And so thankful for family, so thankful for family fun nights, thankful for being able to see the granddaughters. God has been so good. COVID was rough. I don't care what anybody says. Families stopped doing stuff together. People stopped doing normal things. And I feel like finally, things are getting back to normal. Businesses run a lot different than they used to before COVID. Kind of like how they run now. If you're a small business, you're more appointment only. And I do appreciate that. That allows me to get out in the community more, which I love being in our community. I love doing stuff. Speaking of our community, Becky will be doing a special show today at 10 o'clock, our Holly Hill. She does all of our business stuff here in Holly Hill. and different things, of course. But as far as I know, is the business part that I love about Becky. Well, I love lots of things about Becky, but she does our business meeting and different things and helps the city with, grants and different things like that. Well, she's doing a special program today at 10 o'clock. So tune in for that. Of course, we have prayer line today. We still have that fourth prayer line of the month available on Thursday. So if you've ever thought about doing a prayer line, you say, well, I can't commit to every week. If you could commit to one time a month, the fourth Thursday of the month is available for prayer line. Of course, you can do a prayer line anywhere, but you got to do it every week. That one just happens to be a one-time a month prayer line. I was listening to Angel and Dawn this weekend, and they were being interviewed by Pastor Jim and by Pat and their new discipleship home. And so that was very neat to hear that. And I heard somebody's son on here on Saturday morning, which was kind of cool. I was thinking about Kelly the other day, so that was neat to hear her son on here. It's a small world. We live in a little town, but a big town. Now, have you ever stopped and thought about that? We are becoming like this big city, I feel like. Yes, I have lived in big cities, but I feel like since I moved here 40 years ago, it has become a big city, and it's neat to hear about the different people that are near and dear to me, ones that have been part of WAPN and that I haven't heard from, and then I hear from the next generation or the generation after that, and it's just neat to see how our paths have crossed, or we've known each other, or we know somebody through somebody. So WAPN is such a little special place, and so thankful for it. And if you've got flyers that you want me to share about what's going on with your ministry or your church this holiday week, send them over to WAPN@WAPN.net, please. I don't really get them on Facebook. The way the business Facebook is set up, it's weird. I'm just going to tell you, it's weird. And so send the flyers to the email WAPN@WAPN.net so I can share the flyers with the neighborhood and let everybody know what's going on. Where are you going to go watch your fireworks? You got family coming in? Are you that traveler that's going to go traveling? What are you going to do? And of course, pray for the United States of America and everything that we're going through. And we live in the best place. I am thankful to live here and be able to be a praying radio station. That is a blessing. I know y'all might not realize it, but to be a praying radio station, freedom of speech, and being able to do that live on the airwaves is pretty special. So I'm thankful for the people that run America, the governors, the senators, the president, all the different people. It takes an army to pull all this off, and we do live in a great place, and I'm proud to be an American, and I'm proud to live in the state of Florida. I'm a Florida girl, born here in Florida, raised here in Florida. I have lived all over the place, but always back home to Florida, and very thankful for it. Lived here in Holly Hill for over 30 years, almost 40 years. I did travel back and forth at first when WAPN went on the air. I was living down at the Cape area, so I traveled back and forth. But then I moved up here, and I love Holly Hill. I love being part of our community. I love being part of the nonprofits of our area. Last week I got to be part of Council of Aging. Loved seeing that facility and all the things they do out of that building. And that was pretty cool because it used to be Calvary Christian Center back in the day. Actually, my oldest daughter went to school in this same building that Council of Aging is on, and all those years ago. So it's pretty neat to see that all those years ago, Hope went to school there, and now it's used for serving our community, and what a great thing they do. And so thankful for Volusia County Women That Care, that we are an organization that does funding, $100 a quarter, and able to bless so many nonprofits in our area, in our Volusia County. And then not only do we financially support them, we also get to participate in their 501(c)(3). So we get to go tour the facility, maybe get to volunteer, maybe help them with some other needs, and partner with them. And I just love it. I love that once we become part of something, they're just part of our little group, our niche. So like Lindsay, who's coming in today with Family Renew, what an awesome lady she is and the things that she's doing right here in our city. You drive around Holly Hill and we got a lot of great stuff going on. We're a little city, but lots of big stuff going on. I love seeing all the construction that's going on in the area, new things going up. Firm believer, and if it's run down and ragged, let's get rid of it and move on. And this last couple of months, it's just really just seeing stuff happening is awesome. I love Holly Hill. We're right between Ormond Beach and Daytona. So you got to pass through us to get to wherever you're going. So let's keep our town, nice. Let's keep our town strong. Be a welcoming town, a town that people do want to stop in and have lunch or stop in and see some of our businesses and stuff. And that's what I love about our monthly Holly Hill business meeting is we're meeting different businesses in our area and welcoming them, and ones that have been here forever like me, and then the newbies and all that, and just getting to see and meet the owners of the businesses. It's very special. And seeing their vision and seeing what generation they are. We're a generational radio station. I am the second generation, and now my granddaughters are helping me here through the summer, and they're the fourth generation. So that is just so cool to see generation of families carrying on their businesses, carrying on the things right here where we're located at 1508 and State Avenue in Holly Hill. Both businesses on the sides of us are generational businesses and have been part of Holly Hill forever. And I love that. I just absolutely love meeting people, and I absolutely love knowing that the next generation will be continuing on that business and being able to feel like your family and part of it. I stopped at the trailer store the other day, and Robin's there, and Robin's been in this area forever, and it's so nice to see him out and about and all that, and just seeing, like I said, a general in our town. He's been here forever. So thank you to all the businesses of Holly Hill, and thank you to all the nonprofits in Holly Hill. You're doing a great job. We've interviewed a lot of you, and I appreciate that. So if you've never been interviewed, we give you one free interview here on WAPN, because we are a nonprofit also. And so if you'd like a different one, of course, you can give a donation, and we'd love to interview you about what is going on in your nonprofit. If you are part of the Holly Hill business, Becky has a list, and she will be interviewing different ones once a month. And so just excited that we can do the radio. And we have the mayor and the city manager that come in once a month. We have the chief of police that come in. I think it's very important that we know the authorities of our city and who's running our city and what they're doing and stuff. So love being able to do the airwaves and help the city of Holly Hill get more recognized and more, they're real people that run the city that keep us safe and keep things moving and all that. So very honored to be part of the city of Holly Hill. Well, let's get our favor on. Let's get this day going, because it's a lot going on this end of the month. The more you thank God for his favor, the more of his favor you'll see. I thank God every day for the favor of God from the top of my head to the soles of my feet and everywhere in between. It is Monday, June 29th, 2026. Hot, hot, hot. Today it's at 92 with a low of 76. Madison, 96 on this Monday with a low of 75. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday, Lynn and Susan and Terry and Bailey and everybody else that's celebrating a birthday. It is camera day, so make sure you take that picture, that memory. I thoroughly love taking pictures, and I love making memories. So make sure and take the time to take a picture. Don't let it be everything, but let it be part of what you're doing today and this week. We all have a wonderful, great day. Remember, send me those flyers, WAPN@WAPN.net, so I can share with the neighborhood what's going on. You have a great day. I'm praying for you as you pray for me.